Welcome to our channel dedicated to the fascinating world of wild animals. Today we'll talk about how and why bears hibernate, how long they sleep, and what happens to their bodies during this period. We'll dive into the world of these amazing creatures and uncover all the secrets of their winter rest. Many of us know that bears sleep in winter. However, hibernation in bears is not quite the same as it is in other animals, such as bats or shrews. Bears undergo hibernation, but it has its own unique characteristics. Hibernation is a state in which an animal enters a deep sleep and significantly slows down its metabolism to survive during the cold months when food is scarce. Unlike other animals that enter true deep hibernation, bears' winter sleep is not as profound. Bears, unlike bats or snakes, may wake up and move during the winter, although this happens very rarely. This is what makes their hibernation unique. The main reason bears hibernate is to survive the cold months, when food resources become extremely limited. In the spring, summer, and fall, bears are highly active, eating large amounts of food to build up fat reserves. This is critical because, during winter, food is almost unavailable, and the cold temperatures make active foraging too costly for their bodies. Bears are omnivores, and their diet consists of plants, berries, nuts, and meat. However, in the winter, there is little to no food available for them. To survive, bears enter a state of winter dormancy, during which their bodies rely on the fat they have stored up during the warmer months. The length of hibernation in bears can vary depending on several factors, including geographic location, climate conditions, and bear species. On average, bears sleep for 4 to 6 months. However, in warmer regions, such as southern Europe or the southern United States, where winters are not as harsh, bears may sleep for a shorter period or not hibernate at all if temperatures don't drop too low. In northern regions like Siberia or Canada, where winters are cold and snowy, bears may sleep for up to 7 months. This is particularly true for grizzly bears and brown bears that live in more extreme climates. When a bear enters winter sleep, its body starts to function in a special, slowed-down mode. The process of entering hibernation begins in the fall when days get shorter and temperatures drop. Typically, this occurs in October or November. The bear begins looking for a place to rest, which must be protected and comfortable, often a cave, hollow tree, or burrow dug by the bear itself. At this time, the bear's body starts to store fat, which will be used as an energy source during hibernation. Fat is an important energy reserve since, during the hibernation period, the bear does not eat. Fat accumulation begins in late summer and continues into the fall. During hibernation, a bear's heart rate slows down to 8 to 10 beats per minute. Normally, it's around 40 to 50 beats per minute. This helps minimize energy expenditure. Its body temperature also drops, but not as much as in other animals. Unlike bats or some rodents, a bear's body temperature remains above 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, during hibernation, which allows its metabolism to remain at a level necessary for survival. One of the most interesting features is that bears don't enter a deep sleep like some other mammals. Their bodies continue to function, albeit very slowly. They may wake up several times during the winter, move a bit, drink water, or even leave their den, especially if the weather becomes milder. During this period, the bear's metabolism remains low, but it is still capable of maintaining basic bodily functions. An interesting fact is that for female bears, winter sleep may coincide with the birth of their cubs. Pregnant females enter hibernation after mating, and in their dens, while in a state of dormancy, they give birth to their cubs. Bear cubs are born during the early stages of hibernation, typically in January or February. The gestation period lasts 6 to 8 months, but the cubs are born very small and helpless, weighing only about 300 to 500 grams, 0.66 to 1.1 pounds. After birth, the cubs remain in the den with their mother, and she continues to nurse them with her milk until they become strong enough to leave the den in the spring when the weather warms up and food becomes available. This usually happens in March or April, depending on the climate of the region. The process of a bear waking up from hibernation is not instantaneous. It happens gradually, and with each day, the bear's body becomes more active. its heart rate and body temperature begin to rise, and the bear emerges from its den to start looking for food. This period is crucial for replenishing the energy reserves used during hibernation, and bears will eat large amounts of food to replenish their energy stores.